First off today, I'd like to thank you for letting me speak on behalf of Illinois parents and families. My name is Jessica Wilson, and I am addressing Representative Linda Chapa. She's chairperson of Elementary and Secondary Education Committee in the Illinois House. I currently am a parent of 5 children in a low-income family, and I struggle every day with transporting my children back and forth to school, especially in the winter months. I am also a social work and criminal justice student at MacMurray, and I am no stranger to the importance of education currently. I am testifying today on behalf of my family and other families like mine. I am in favor of modifying the Illinois Compiled Statute 105 school law, stating that the statute that sets up the eligibility requirements for publicly funding transportation. Today, in order to receive public funded transportation to and from school, you have to live within 1.5 miles or more from a school in order to be transported. I am looking to get this changed and decreased to a half mile from the school. I am urging this decrease for 2 reasons. One is truancy rate, and the other is the safety of our children. Currently, in Illinois, 67.7% of students in Brown, Cass, Morgan, and Scott counties are in grades kindergarten through 8th. And of those 67.7% of students, 68.8% of them all attend public schools. There are many families struggling every day to get their children to and from school safely. I am not against the tightening of the truancy laws in Illinois. I am only looking to improve low-income families' access to safe transportation to and from public school. In 2009, 36 students attending the public schools in the Chicago area were murdered between the months of January and July alone. There is no reason for our children to risk their lives by walking to school. Not only will publicly funded transportation keep our children safe, it will decrease the amount of truancy in the school system. It also allows for those that are truant for other reasons other than socioeconomic statuses to receive the attention that they need and the prevention that they need to stay in school. According to the In Our Own Backyard poverty organization, in 2007, I'm not good at numbers, I'm sorry. 1,496,248 of the population were in poverty in Illinois alone. And of that, 511,000 children were in extreme poverty. Not only is there over 1 million people in Illinois in poverty, it is also ranked the worst state in the nation when it comes to education funding. A mere 26.9% of the total revenue earned in Illinois is contributed to grades kindergarten through 12th. Everyone feels the impact of the poverty and of truancy. Truancy leads to crimes being committed by our youth and eventual expulsion or volunteer dropping out of high school. According to the National Center for Mental Health Promotion and Youth Violence Prevention, a single high school dropout will cost the public in a lifetime over $200,000 in criminal justice costs, social services that is awarded, and health care costs. Imagine the money that could be saved if our children get to school safely and receive a quality education. In the long run, it will cost the public more to fail the children than it would to provide a safe public-funded transportation within 1/2 mile of our schools. I have walked my children to school at 7 in the morning in February wind. I have seen my children suffer illnesses that could have been prevented by not having to walk in these conditions. Being a teen parent and living in a low socioeconomic status, I could not provide transportation for my children to school, nor could I pay the $75 a month to provide my children with a transit bus to and from school during the week. We have received truancy letters and have been threatened by the courts and to be reported to Child and Family Services just for keeping my children home to be safe and not to have to suffer illnesses and walking to school in Illinois winters. In order to decrease these negative impacts of truancy and the risks our children face while walking to school, we must improve these hideous and demeaning circumstances. In order to protect our children, we must change the eligibility distance for transportation from 1.5 miles to 1/2 mile. I back the modification of the Illinois Compiled Statute School Code because my children and because of my children and other children's families and other children. Let's turn this negative situation into a positive, not only for our children, but for everyone. Again, I would like to thank you for letting me testify on behalf of the Illinois families today.
Thank you very much. Members of the committee, do we have questions? I don't have any either. Thank you very much.